pair per week or something stupid. Candles, whatever you want. It was just so fascinating. Anyway, it was relevant to the notion of yeah, people do peculiar things.
Can I blow your mind, possibly?
Blow what?
Well, your cognitive frame of reference.
Cognitive.
Yeah. So, like, there was this whole thing with the fly brain scan. Did you guys hear about this? It only hit about 3 days ago. So, the fly brain, they did they have a 3D scan of a fly brain, right? It's a 3D file. And they map all the endpoints of the neurons or whatever, and then they drop it into a video game fly. The video game fly lives in a 3D world. I guess it's maybe Unity that they used.
That's
Anyway, but the
clever.
fly body is rigged up. It's got arms so that they can move. It could be you could run it around like you were if you plugged it into a controller, you could walk the fly around. But
No way. Like a real
but
fly?
but the but what they were able to do was just drop the 3D scan of the fly brain into the video game fly body, and because it's rigged the same way, all the neuron endpoints go the same way. So they didn't have to program the fly to walk around like a fly. It just did because it's based on structure. Structure
No
drives
fucking way.
function, and that's blowing my mind.
Are you
Holy.
Meaning
So they
that,
just
like,
You got
I
blowed
would
by.
imagine if I took Riksky's brain, put it in your body, you'd be very Riksky-ish. You know what I mean? You'd do Riksky thing anyway. So I guess we knew that from Bugs Bunny
Calm down.
cartoons, but
so what level of coding did they do for this though?
like, I don't think it's
Is it like
super
Python or
heavy.
Fly? What do you do?
No, like how much
What animal
assistance did
code?
they give it? Because he's saying they took the neural network and mapped it onto onto the video game, right? So it's like, was there a lot of like guidance with the coding, or was it just like, oh, we're gonna put this into this body and then see what happens?
Yeah, I think that's what they did, and then they saw that it worked, and they were like, we did not maybe expect that to happen. So, but yeah,
Wow.
apparently all they did was just like map out the endpoints that would be sending like neural firing signals or something, like, I guess. So I don't know how they applied voltage to the fly brain, but I guess it just works. So I
I
don't know,
guess
but
it's
it's we're only about 3 days into this one, so I'm sure there'll be some follow-up stuff.
Dude, that's insane. I'm surprised they even released that information and didn't try and profit off it first.
But they're finding out too that, like, when we build like AIs, that we should try to build them, like, if we want them to think like people, we should build the brains out like how a person's brain's built, like where the how the memory works, all those things.
Yeah.
And it's really bizarre, man. But like
From that
I
ant
would
thing, that
yeah.
fucking bug thing, dude, that's like the next logical conclusion. It's like, fuck, try that shit with humans, see what you get.
The weirder thing too is to think that, like where the DARPA people would be on this, because they'd be like, oh, we can just use bugs and make them into real things and put them on the internet to call around and do things autonomously. Cool, I like it, John. John, because they're all named John in the DARPA place, right? Anyway, yeah, I'd say, like, you could put it. Why not? Yeah, spider brain. You can do all kinds of things with it, and pseudo it
That
out
would
to
be
like different
interesting.
codes.
What if you put like I don't you mixed up two animals, like a lion and a tiger. You just map different brains onto different bodies, and like that would be like, okay, they're kind of similar, but there's key differences within each species. If you got results with that, I'd be like, holy shit. That'd be kind of scary though, because that's like leaning towards pre-program.
Right, which is what I'm saying. Like, part of programming is structure. So just the way that brain's built, creates its own function from structure. Like, how like a chair is just a chair until you sit in it, and you're like, man, this is like made for something. And yeah, so something like these brains and bodies are like the same thing, like a chair and a person sitting in them. That was deep. I have to get coffee now.
Oh yeah, that's a little scary. Yeah, if that starts tracking, they're gonna end up just experimenting with the brains itself between animals. Put cat brain inside of a dog. That'd be a horrible pet. What does it mean for us, though? Kind of like we're already predetermined to do what we're gonna do.
All right. So it really should be just from a brain scan that you could have of yourself that you'd be able to figure out a lot of stuff about how you're wired. But just a scan, I don't think that that does everything. You want like an fMRI, something like that. Do some training on it. Yeah, I think in the future we'll be able to copy
I don't
ourselves
know,
pretty
dude.
good. Good.
I'm very suspicious of this. It sounds like submit your spit and some sort of stuff to like what do they call that? 23andMe, some sort of like DNA analysis. I mean, I've managed to avoid that so far. Like, what's this idea of like submitting something to the bot? Like, what are we getting from it? What's the transaction?
Yeah. Sometimes like Zynac will come in and then not say anything and then leave. You know what I mean? And you're like, it's a hell of
Which
a
is
day.
unfortunate. It's rather unfortunate.
Yeah, like that's the best. That's the best possibility.
Oh, I get a kick out of them sometimes.
What's the kick that you? What's the kick?
It's
It's
funny
like
There's
a
no kick from
that's a
champagne.
sick kick, bro.
Mere
because if
alcohol
people
doesn't kill
aren't
'em
like
all.
if I think it's funny when people try to like engage with him, and he's just sitting there like forcing them to listen to him. and they think it's going somewhere, that's where I get a kick out of it. 'Cause it's like, I've already learned. Now it's your
That's a
time
sick.
to learn.
You got a sick sense of humor.
Yeah, Rick's over here trying
Try and what?
to have conversations with Design Act. I was saying that
I'm
I've done the
begging
same.
for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next, you
Copy
sound
off of
like
you.
you're in the basement. Can you
Who
turn
does?
up your volume a little bit?
Oh, I do.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
you're
hear
really
you.
far in the distance.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I think that should be loud enough for you, Crizzle. How about that?
Oh
Is
my
that good?
fucking word.
Oh, that's a lot better.
Was that too much? I
No,
don't want to
it's
necessarily
fine.
have to put my podcast voice on, but you forced it. Now I got to watch my
I mean,
plosives. Fuck.
I heard you clearly. Apparently, it was a big thing. So.
Yeah, we love to hear snacks.
That sounded nearly sincere. That's good. That's nice.
That was really sincere.
I love it when you awkward people get together. How are you gonna deal with it? Snacks, what's going on? What's going on with what is it? Like Skyclaw? Is Skyclaw the new thing? I should be jumping off the OpenClaw. Are we going
I didn't even hear
Skyclaw now?
I didn't even hear a Sky
I
Claw.
don't know.
I'm off all the claws though. I'm going
Yeah,
back
Claw
to
Claw.
I'm on Pies. Pie bots.
Is
Building
it
it from
Biggie Pie
scratch.
now? Like,
Big and everything.
I
It's
Make me
well,
one.
I'll probably call it Biggie Claws after a while, but yeah, it's just like all the OpenClaw stuff's got like a lot of built-in issues, and then it's expensive because mostly you should be running it with Claude, and so I'm trying to do it this other way because really OpenClaw is built on they suspect it's really built on Pi agents to start with, so that's what I'm starting with. Yep, I got working on my memory systems.
So
I think I spent like all yesterday
OpenClaw
talking
is
about it.
Well, I wasn't there, but what OpenClaw is an inside job now? Like I don't know, should I pull him back or something?
No, man, I don't know. People use it all the time. I'm like in the dev department though. Like you're in the user department, but I'm in like the part where I hang with all the smart people.
Right, yeah, exclusivity. Well, I don't know, like like give me some cool shit, like when it comes down the pike. Okay, let me know.
I sure will.
Thank you.
I fooled them into. Some of them think I'm smart, and I'm like, man, you guys are suckers. Now, people are on some wild stuff, man. I've seen a couple rigs people got going on. I'm like, wow, that's impressive what you got going. Like a whole gang of bots and monitor. One guy's he's gonna put out like the front end that he made to control like a swarm. It's pretty cool.
Control a swarm.
Well, not just control them, but like for a period. It's like that they'd have, like you could run them for months on like a project and be like, yo, you're doing this for months. Like check in, fucking report, log it. You know what I mean? Do the shit. And you can have like basically a team that runs like a PR campaign if you wanted to, or sends you funny spams or whatever all day.
It's
I wouldn't
the
do
future.
that, Rick, though. I wouldn't
No.
do that even for fun.
Well, I wouldn't put it past you though. I can imagine you doing some sort of like
I'm lazy,
funny
though.
shit, you know? Well, you're lazy, but you're motivated. Just depends.
Well, just watch it around me. Don't get on my bad side. I am scared of.
Yeah, dude. I would not slight you in the least. I know where the powers be. Okay. You and your OpenClaw fucking crew, like your Biggie Claws, you're gonna come and fucking like pop a cap in my ass or something. Like,
oh, dude, if
how
I had,
how does the Biggie Claw go? Like, how does that work?
Oh, you would have to worry about this in the future. You know what I mean? Because it's like I control you like for infinity on servers where I do no effort. It's like it's awful. Like the possibilities of what could go on in the future. Like they're using these things to go through code and stuff like that. I think they just detected like a weakness in Firefox that could get exploited. So there's probably like a lot of software that is not safe that we're all using. You know what I mean? That's they're going to find security holes and all that stuff if they weren't already put in there to start with on purpose. And so it's interesting. We're going to have to go to like some kind of new software standard pretty soon, I think.
It may very well force the position, I suppose. Everything becomes hackable.
But then everything has to get patched if it gets hacked, and then across like a whole thing that you have, there's like 50 different packages that your software is drawn off of. Like one of those breaks, and it's like everything breaks. So it's a lot of what these I've used most of my credits just installing shit because there's no installer for things that shouldn't be installed together, So like, but you could be like, "Oh, hey, AI, put the square peg in the round hole," and it'd be like, I don't know, it doesn't really fit, but I'll do what they asked for," and it'll like build a way around it that can happen. That's why I kind of think it's pretty impressive. But yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff to play around with there.
Nothing's patchable. Like every time someone comes up with some new invention, it provides a new access hole. It's a real problem.
Nothing is fixed either. So like the memory problem that you were going through with the OpenClaw, like having too much in the context windows, like bloating out all of its requests or something like that, putting all your like
That
just
was early days.
extraneous
That was a long time ago.
Right,
Yeah.
right. But then they came up with the QMD memory stuff, and so there's people that are like they'll just jump in there. They're like, "Oh, I'm trying to get the QMD memory stuff set up," but that's like not even the coolest stuff now.
Well, look, you're on the bleeding edge,
I
so I mean, you can leverage that and all that stuff. But I know, dude, the world at the end of the day is going to keep pottering along.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of I guess I hear from people that work in companies where they're the only person that knows about how this works, and they can see that all of their coworkers are probably going to get let go because they don't, one, they don't know about this, and two, they're going to get either their company's going to go down because they don't utilize this stuff, or the people will just get fired out, like because that company's going to lose money in a couple of years, like when they start competing against people who are using agentic engineering. Anyway.
Yeah, shit's going to get pretty wild.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be like the .com a little bit. I know within like the field of architecture, at least. I mean, it was very hard when I went through to get a job, and from what I understood, it was just getting sucked up by the notion that normally you would get a job within the industry through the fact that you just need to move paper around. So when a client would come in, you would need to go source the papers from the library, and that would be your role. But now, like in the modern era, you just pull that up on a screen or something, and maybe you're like helping to present it or something. And we're going to go through another process, such as
Yep. Yeah. Anyway, this shit like absolutely sucks, dude. Every day, it's like I wind up having to understand a new concept that's gonna maybe get outdated tomorrow. And there's like
Yeah.
probably every day there's like 50 links for things I've never fucking heard of that somebody drops, and I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna change everything. It's like I'm overloaded. I'm happy I have to go back to work. You know what I mean? Just too
Yeah,
much free time. Go
yeah.
ahead.
There's a
What
little
up,
bit of that.
snacks?
What's up?
Yeah,
What's
I was
up?
wondering,
What's up?
how you doing, brother? Mitch, you did. Yeah. What's your thoughts on? You heard of this OpenClaw?
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Kind
First
of
it's
talking
awesome.
about
time.
it now.
What do you like? What's
We
your
guys
thing?
talking about it earlier. Sorry, I didn't.
Yeah, I've
No,
been
tell
kind
us,
of
like,
obsessed
what's up
on
with
it.
the OpenClaw?
What's that?
What's the new thing?
The OpenClaw. You know about it, snacks? The OpenClaw shit. It's like AI like takes over your computer and shit.
Yeah, I've been tinkering
It's
around
his
with it
first
here and there.
time.
I
It's his
heard about
first
it.
time. You never heard of it before.
What's your impression of it? What's it? It tinkers around on the computer.
Yeah, I'm not too. I mean, I just know that I had a friend like bring it up that they were using it, and that it like was fucking amazing.
Yeah, is that guy a writer also?
Yeah,
Oh,
actually,
that's a hell of a one-shot guess, dude. I'm
yeah,
a heck of a AI myself.
yeah, no doubt.
It's like throwing. Yeah, you're basically like giving something permission to do things on your computer, and you're asking it to do things, and then it's powered by like GPT or some other kind of service like that.
Yeah, like you can like tell. I guess what people are doing is they get a computer exclusively for that, and then they have that. They install it, and then they run it with only certain programs, so that
Yeah,
it's like walled off to only access different shit, but it'll categorize and go through your material like nobody's business.
yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah.
the OpenClaw, man. That's yeah, it's pretty cool. You're. I guess you probably don't. You wouldn't need something like that for your own stuff, though.
Well,
Probably.
I
Right?
was actually wondering because my buddy kind of introduced it to me. Like he's like, I'd like to see what you fuck with this with, and I was wondering if it couldn't be used, uh, for music purposes. Let's say, like to be able to like almost like have your own
Yeah.
soundboard guy in some way.
Uh-huh.
Like
Yeah.
I was thinking of trying to like get it, maybe fuck with it, put it on a, I don't know, I gotta see, but just see what explore like what you could fucking make of it because you can actually just fucking talk to the thing like Alexa, kind of. You know what I mean? So you're like, imagine you're recording your shit and like you've got a sound man at the fucking helm. You know what I mean? Like an AI sound guy. Like I thought that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, I think it's possible. I was thinking about designing something where I could just like say, uh, hey, I'm trying to write a song. I want it in like this BPM. I want these attributes to it, and then it could kind of sketch that part out. And I'm like, okay, now I can work with a melody on top of it, or I can throw the bass groove down or whatever. Like I
Yeah.
don't have to set up all this other stuff first.
Did I show you the song I published with Uber Flat Earth? You remember Uber Flat Earth?
Oh man, rest in peace, Josh.
Oh, yeah. And fucking I made a track on some like we're hanging out with them at one point. And he
Oh
took that
really?
track and plugged it into AI, made a tune. I actually put it on iTunes and shit. But
Okay,
it's
I
like
didn't hear it.
AI fucking like made the fucking thing. It's like it's wild.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
So I was very anti AI, and I know Josh was really into it and stuff because, he didn't want to spend like 15 years learning how to play the piano, but he always wanted that musical experience. Yeah, I know that from when I was hanging around with him a lot. But like, I was kind of mean about the AI thing. I'm not mean, but I just wasn't interested in it. Because like at a certain point, it didn't sound good to me, and I was like, man, it sounds like a bunch of ghosts trapped in a machine here. And now, like, I think the tech, man, I just made like a 24 track album with Biggie Smalls rapping as an OpenClaw digital assistant. So I have like these 2 albums about him doing real fucking OpenClaw shit, you know, like real bot shit, you know what I mean? So
That's awesome.
that's just been really fun, like a thing I do kind of like in between things, or if I get overloaded on how much information, like I'll just make a song about that thing, so at least I remember it, you know.
Yeah, I told you I
but
published a book, right? Using AI.
no
I
fucking
got the book
way.
out there. It's how
That's
to.
awesome.
Oh yeah, how to. Oh yeah, dude, I got the whole Victor Ostrovsky is the fucking the pen. Oh, dude, it's hilarious. I got the next book coming up too, but I have yet to finish
Oh,
it up.
nice.
But it's how to walk through walls and the special diet necessary. Dude, it's got like rituals and shit you've got to do. It's hilarious, bro. I think
Awesome.
I think you would dig it. It's like Howl at the Moon, like the wolves of the fucking dude. It's fucking. It's take a sip from the golden chalice of fucking. It's hilarious, dude.
Yeah, I'd like to. I'm not sure how I can release the Biggie Claw stuff without it getting taken down.
Biggie
But
Claws. That's awesome.
yeah, it's so much fun. I got Ready to Wi-Fi and Life After Reboot.
Ready to Wi-Fi. Bro, how
I
do
got
I get that? How do we get that? You put the fuck it, dude. Just put it online. If you get sued, it means you're winning.
so, but I didn't stop there, right? Because I'm like, man, you know, if I just have these songs and then some dumbass agent, you know, it's not any fun. So I started. I just asked AI. I was like, how do I take, you know, the semantic extraction of like the emotion and the words out of these songs and pull them in, make them real, so that they're parts of the programming, right? So if I ask it to like make me a song about, you know, how you organize my photos or something like that, that it can understand that like the AI is like, I have a song that I wrote that has words in it that have key tags to doing shit, you know? So I've been trying to write this extension program that like extrapolates that shit and then turns it into actions. So like it kind of is about it. Like it does what it sings about is where I'm trying to get to, cuz I'm a weirdo in the coding community. I don't think anybody thinks like me, honestly. So it's a fun time, man, cuz you can have wild ideas these days, and if you have the vibe coding, like I don't know, credits, if you can afford it, you can not know shit and basically program whatever. You just have the computer do it.
What is the vibe coding other than what I might would have just allude to?
Like, okay, so you don't know how to make an app for your phone, right? And it would take you like a year to learn it or longer.
Yeah.
But you could
Yeah.
be like, yo, robot, I need an app for my phone. It does XYZ.
So that's vibe coding. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Yeah, okay. That's kind of what I thought it was, but I wasn't certain.
Yeah, so I'll have like it's like like a computer, put the square peg in the round hole, and it's like, I don't know how to, if you can really do that, but I'll try anyway. You know, it'll make an effort. I like the Gemini 3.5 or 3 Gemini 3 Flash is really, it puts a lot of effort out, you know. Some of these AIs are bitches, you know. Just get caught in some kind of loop and they don't really do anything. Fuck, tech's wild, man. Shit. I haven't even tried to fuck around with like Fibonacci shit with it either, you know? So it's like, it's pretty wild, man. Try to put like some Fibonacci ass logic inside of it.
Yeah, because doesn't it like
Okay.
it's like the difference is it builds on the conversations that you've had, right? So it's like maintain like it doesn't forget that. That is that the real like is that the real
Okay.
intriguing part about this thing is that it maintains that relationship with the dialogue? Is that what's so
Right. So like if you like talk like a GPT or something, it's like every new thing is like new session. Would you like a new session? It's like starting a like a notepad file or something, right? And it's right? It's going to have a dead text file, like that's just going to like live in a sidebar. You can refer back to it or whatever. That's how that's been going. So the OpenClaw, it stays on all the time because it's got like a timer system. It's basically like a clock, and it's always running. It's like a loop, and it will just like it pulls what's called a heartbeat, and every heartbeat it performs some things that it's supposed to do. So you can tell it what to do every heartbeat, and you can tell it when those are. So it could be every half hour. You could say check my emails every half hour. That's a heartbeat, or it's basically like a chronological job that gets put together called a cron job, and it's really like an illusion that it's kind of helpful in all these ways, that it remembers all that stuff, because it's really just writing that shit down somewhere else. You tell it to remember something, it's writing it somewhere else. So I think we're not quite at the point where it's got the active memory is happening, but I think about 6 months, this shit's going to be a lot more like wired up. Yeah. There's just different kinds of memory systems. Like the way that OpenClaw wants to write is very elaborate, and it's in like a JSON file format. So that's like, I think it takes up a lot of characters for one, and it gets larger over time as it starts to remember things about you because of the way that this the hierarchy of that data structure is. So using something else, a different type of database like a SQL, is a lot faster. But we're trying other things too that are like it's called MSAM memory, which I'm trying to get installed right now. I think I got it going on, but yeah, it uses like a topographical approach to linked items within. I don't know, dude. It's some intense shit. Like it forms triples of things instead of just like looking for like, let's say John. Like, oh, I want to send an email to John. Well, it's the way that the MSAM memory is it says like, oh, John is a person. It has to be a person. It's a person named John, right? And it forms another thing that what John's an electrician, right? So it forms triple combinations. So it already has contextual. It can already grab those three things, and that's a lot more to deal with than if you're just grabbing one and be like, what's John? Oh, John must refer to a person. Like it has to send a LLM message out to like consider what that might be. So yeah, it's stupid as fuck. The way that the memory has been working. So like, this is like a in the middle sort of version of how that's going to go. Anyway, at some point these things will have really good memory, and it's going to feel a lot like they know us because we'll have told them everything over time, and they'll recognize your own work patterns and stuff because you can put in like self-improving code. You can have it like be optimizing all that stuff. It starts to know like when you work, what you work on, when your maximum efficiencies are, all these kinds of things. And then it will like, if you're really doing a lot of vibe coding and development and stuff like that, or really your whole like life, it'll start to try to figure out ways that are better than the ways you're doing. Be like, like you're getting it done, but it's like, I think you could just do this and it would be a lot easier. So it'll start to try to guide you as like an assistant that way. Yeah, I don't know, man. Some wild shit. I'm done talking.
That's cool. Yeah, I've heard like people get the Mac Minis for it or something. But just to run on or something like that. That's kind of the generic what I've heard.
Yeah, but like you probably want something different than that now. I don't know. Like if you like the Mac ecosystem, then I would say get like a 96 gigabyte like Mac Studio or something like M3 or Ultra, or like if you can get the M5 that's coming out. It's like that's expensive as fuck. There's like yeah, there's the
So you're saying
DGX
more like
Spark. There's a shitload of other like Windows type ones that'll run. Basically, they're running like NVIDIA chips and not the Apple integrated memory. And I don't know, like, what were you thinking of getting for Apple? Are you thinking about getting like a Mac Mini or something?
no, I mean I'm not too invested yet, but I was just looking to do it, whether you get a tower, you know what I mean, or like
No, these shits
'cause,
are
like,
like they're
Mac Mini's just
small.
like a laptop, really, right? So
It's like a size of a sandwich.
no shit, really.
Yeah, well, the
Yeah, it's like a
M416
little
is.
tiny computer.
Yeah, it's just because it's like low energy. You know, that's what you want. It's like something that's not like eating a whole bunch of power while it's on all the time. So I think that's why people like the Mac Mini for the power efficiency. Here, I'll send you a song about why Biggie Claus thinks that the M4 Mac Mini is actually good. Hold on a second.
Yeah, I need this.
Can you send that to me as well?
Honestly, yeah, like you guys,
We should
yeah,
fucking live stream. We should stream it. Actually, we should go into the fucking.
I wish I could understand how that goes on, man. Like
That's
I
funny. You
tried to
can
get
code
OBS
AI
working.
this nigga, but can't
Can't
fucking
get the
live
sound
stream.
properties right. I know. I'm
He
gonna have to
codes
ask.
AI, but he
Yeah.
can't work out how to stream.
Right.
No, honestly, I'm gonna have to just ask AI, like, yo, get this shit working for me. I always have problems with this virtual wire or whatever the fuck you need to hook up to get your audio piped out.
Righto, magic man. Okay, work out.
Have you tried
Stream.
Docker?
You can't even stream.
Rick, have you tried
No, I haven't tried
Docker?
that one.
I like it's like not it's not amazing, but it like I think it's totally free. Like it has an intelligence behind it and it does things on your computer. Like I think Docker is a lot of what people would fucking want to play around with, but it's not going to give you personality, you know. It's just get shit done. Like all the Biggie Claus things got put into like the iTunes, and then it was like, oh, you've got like a different spelling on this thing, so it create a whole different folder. And I'm like, where the fuck are all my basic files? I just want to make an album here, damn. Like, so I was just saying, hey Docker, like go into this zip drive. Fuck man, go into this USB drive and deduplicate and put into one folder all these things, and it's able to do that. And some people think that you need OpenClaw for that, you know.
I just quick question, Doctor. That is
DOCKER.
Dios. Okay.
And I use the Docker desktop personal app. It's kind of it does more than I thought it would, and it's no hassle. So this has been like the easiest slacker way to do it. All this other shit I talk about is high effort, which I don't suggest anybody try.
Okay, yeah, because I joined in a little bit late here, but either way, I love computers when it comes to building them and the technology involved. And
Yeah,
a lot
you're
of
gonna lose your
people-
mind if you mess around with Docker. I think you could just lose your effing mind, Andrew. Like what it can do. Because it's like it works on your system locally, right? So it's just interesting that it can do all that stuff. Install things. If like I've got trouble installing certain things, it'll work it out. It'll tell me what's going on with it. It's cool.
Yeah, I'm checking it out right now. When it comes to a lot of people,
Snacks, are you Windows or Mac? Just quickly.
I'm just using the Mac. Is it not on Windows? It should be working on Windows.
Not relevant. Go ahead, Andrew.
a lot of people like to use Macs because they are basically just a one build type of a system. And they're very, very efficient in regards to energy usage and the more technical things. But when it comes to customizing a PC, I think people should understand the concepts of it. Just knowing what the components are. Car. Like, what's the difference between your transmission and an alternator? Kind of thing. As an example. I recommend, this is what I do, personal opinion and experience, is to build your own computer. If you know how to actually pick out the components that are associated and eligible to work together on a computer, then just build a computer. And what I recommend for people to do is to build it for gaming.
When's the last time you built your own car, Andrew?
Last time I built my own car?
Yeah,
I've never built a car in the same way that I've...
precisely.
No, come on, that's not fair.
Well, it was fair in the analogy that you brought up the alternator versus the transmission. Like, do you know the
I
difference between the alternator and the transmission?
absolutely do, yes. But
Okay,
the point...
which
The
is what?
point... Okay, it's just...
It's quiz Andrew evening. Okay,
alternate... my gosh.
we're gonna turn
Come
the
on, man.
tables on Andrew and his quiz.
When it
Go
comes
ahead.
to the computer analogy, I think people should be building their own computers and picking out all the components, but I don't think a lot of people fully comprehend the differences with a lot of different types of these different computer builds. Build it for gaming, and you'll never go wrong. Even if you're not using it for gaming.
The OpenClaw being like a production card that's not quite ready, that's got some problems, and I have to keep taking it back to the dealership to get that shit taken care of. I'd rather just know how to like build my own like putt situation that actually is not that hard to eventually get it into something that's really running faster than OpenClaw could be running.
Just get a Mac Mini.
I have Mac
Easy
Mini.
done. Oh, cool. All right. Why would you want to build
But you
your
don't
own?
need that. Like you could use like just any Mac laptop like to just run an OpenClaw thing. You know, the problem is
Not the OpenClaw thing, but like Andrew's talking about sort of like building your own PC and the and like
right. Yeah, but I wouldn't even do that. I don't think the cost to benefit is right, because you would have to like basically build a whole big desktop, throw two 4090s in it or something, or 5090s, you know. That's expensive already right
Two
there.
of them? No.
Yeah.
GPUs, they don't even require two.
Yeah, I don't think you know what the fuck you're talking about though, son. But it's all right.
What?
It's okay.
it's a build off. Here we go. Right, we have contention.
Come on.
You're acting like I just said, "Hey,
it?
put two motors in a car." No. And you could if you wanted to, right? You could if you wanted to. And you can because you do with this kind of situation. You have multiple GPUs hooked up to a system, much like a Bitcoin mining rig. So if you had like a bunch of 3090s all hooked up into that, you could use it the same way, right?
Oh, okay, yeah. That's okay. Well said.
Different.
Most people nowadays don't need to do that because...
Can you take over for a bit? I got to make some coffee. Andrew, thanks.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, I'm not going to take over.
Well, no, just explain it to Riksky. Explain this shit to Riksky because he didn't understand.